Hey people, Intred here, 3v3 Faction War. This is Greysark, Undercity and Orks versus Eldar. For the blue Orks, double war bosses, we have Tekesh, and this is SuperMegaUltraPanda. These guys walk through objects, fight you in melee, and support their boys with buffs and disruption. Alongside them, Finale is a Mekboy, a teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat with a bunch of bulky gadgets. Red Eldar team, Thorinc, with a Warp Spider Exarch, a teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat by default, great for capping and harassing, some powerful control. Alongside, VagrantTable is a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that leaps into combat, some powerful disruption and support, shooting Eldar hand lasers at the Mekboy there. And rounding off the teams is Gatts as an Eldar Farseer, support hero fighting in melee combat, powerful buffs and control, Oathway elite scheme here. They are looking after the natural victory point in the southeast. I guess maybe it's more south than east. Kicking off in the mid. Destructor on the shooter boys has a good hit actually. Looks like we're going to see a 2v1, no 2v2-ish. Yes, 2v2. Here comes the Warboss. Farseer goes sprinting in, trying to tie up those shooter boys. Mekboy teleports in for some orky left hooks. Warboss just following the Farseer around. Slugger's got lots of Eldar pew-pew to the face, didn't like it. Warlock does not get away. Farseer is still going in the back lines though. Now runs. Here come the Howling Banshees. Warboss, that's a special attack there. Look at that. They can still use their stomp as well. Didn't need to. Banshees ran, but here's more Banshees and there's a stomp. Well timed by SuperMegaUltraPanda. And then they flee. Now it's a big shooting fight, I suppose. Mekboy teleports in to tie things up. And the Orks should clean up here. Double shooters all round. Thorinc going for triple Guardians, VagrantTable and Gatts, as you saw, both with Howling Banshees. A chaotic, mayhem-filled starting fight, as you would expect with Orks around. And now they can cap some stuff. Meanwhile, someone's fallen over. The Warp Spider Exarch has fallen over. Slugger's getting low. Luckily for them, the Guardians don't have grenades up here. But they might have been able to finish them on retreat. Double shooters with some heavy cover. And more Daka from the other side on the power. Thorinc saying 2 because Finale showed up. Storm Boys on the way for Panda. Pain Boy for Tekesh. And Rangers are up for Gatts. They're not moving though. Start with pistols these days, of course. They need to get their long rifles in. Death Gun in for the Mekboy. And suppress this infantry. Those Guardians top of your screen. These guys trying to get around. Mekboy may need to teleport backward. No, teleports forward. Nice position there. Straight into cover with a turn and everything. Banshee's trying to get around. And there's those long rifles getting shots now. Threatening those sluggers. Maybe he should have kinetic pulsed immediately. And then the Banshees could have got on them. They might have wiped those sluggers if that went through. Farseer back to her feet. Oh, did the Farseer die? The Warlock certainly did, and they are back to their feet. What about the Warp Spider Exarch? Here we go. Farseer is going to get a revive, which will level them to 2. There's crack shot early on, those Guardians. The Warboss of Tekesh grabbing that natural wreck point of the Eldar. Eldar do have that northeastern contested power, though. Meanwhile, the other Warboss decaps the VP. Double Banshees looking for a fight. They don't have big shooters here to suppress them, so they're just going to meet them head on. Panda sending in their sluggers, now sending in some Storm Boys. Grenade. It's a good one. It's a good grenade. I think that was Gatts. Really well done grenade on that corner there as they were going around it. Howling Banshees with aspect of fleetness. What about the other ones? No aspect for the other ladies. Meanwhile, northeast. Orc trying to clean things up, but here come a bunch of Eldar with a Guardian weapon team and VagrantTable lending some Rangers to the northeast now. You may see Gatts thrown at the Warboss here for the heal. Maybe? No, Painboy just taking long rifle shots to the chin. And tried to get in, but Shuriken says no. Can the Painboy make it out? I think so. I think they're alright. We've got a Knob Leader and big shooters for those shooter boys. Meanwhile, Mekboy is now south to have a go at this VP here. Oh no, someone's fallen over again. The Farseer fell down in the middle of the map. Gatts getting some late Guardians up. Shuriken. Shuriken gets suppressed. Grenade is good. Very good grenade again. And another one. Beautiful grenades going in. Sluggers making their way into those Guardians though. Got around the Shuriken. Down goes the Mekboy. Shuriken does not get out. And Rangers dying too. Sluggers doing some great work. Now they're going to charge the other Rangers. Rangers using their fleet to get the hell away. Here comes some support from Thorinc. These guys do have grenades. Doesn't... Oh, I don't think they can use them. I don't think they had the energy to throw them there. It's a bunch of Daka. There's tier 2 for VagrantTable, the first player to go. 478 to 425. Coming up to the end of tier 1 here. Orks blobbed up, which made them easy to suppress. Sluggers able to get through though. And we have the enhanced custom shooter for the Warboss. Oh, those guys had cracked shot and now they're going to die. Use your choppers was active on those sluggers, doing huge amounts of damage there. That was such a quick wipe. Banshee staring at the node, hoping it collapses. I think they might need to hit it though, ladies. Wow, another good grenade here. Almost wipes the sluggers. Storm Boys also almost went down. Can you finish them, Mr. Warp Spider? Nope. I think he's in retreat. Yeah, he's in retreat. Heavy Gauge Death Spinner is in. Unsurprisingly, against a Warboss in the northeast. Need a way to stop that guy being all Warbosses. But they've got some shootiness of their own with Shoot 'em Good. Power bashing. Didn't seem like they wanted to steal it. Then I hear Banshees yelling. Looks like it's Gatts Banshees in double shooters, getting them off the field. Maybe they can flank these Orks now. No, they're just going to retreat. Okay. Sluggers in retreat path. Maybe they knew the sluggers were there and they were nervous about trying to get that flank in. They've just gone and dealt with the southwest points maybe. Banshee taking huge amounts of damage here. And this is often what happens to Banshees in a 3v3. You're almost forced to use them as your meat shield a lot of the time and to soak up damage for you. This isn't what they're fantastic at. Can help them along with support, of course. Farseer could get Fortune or something, or the heal. Channeling runes as well. But we haven't seen any of that so far. Tier 2s all round. Wraithguard on the way for Thorinc. Power bash attempt. No, node's been repurchased, so it was bashed. Don't see the slugger knob queued up for tier 2. Map looking very blue, which means very orky right now. Although Finale down to double shooters. See lots of dead stuff around here. Mekboy's back to their feet though, ready to ducker things with the death gun. Are you guys going to flank him? This is Gatts Howling Banshees with the aspect of fleetness. VagrantTable's still never got an aspect up. Straight to tier 3 for Gatts. A Falcon on the way for VagrantTable. That is a bold move from the Farseer. We'll see if it pays off. Mekboy gets shot up a lot. Needs to run, I think. They do run. But they do not get away. Farseer levels to 3, no war gear. Warlock with a Cloak of Shadows on the way. They're trying to bait the stomp out of this Warboss. Oh, these Banshees yelled a bit too late. I think they wanted to yell at the Warboss and then leave. Good special. Warboss is dealt with, basically. Yeah, and here comes the Falcon now. Some really good firepower from this thing. Also allows it to reinforce infantry around it. So, could be a huge boon for the red team if it's used well and kept alive. Immediately, Panda responds with tank busters. Finale. Oh, did get some more sluggers up, look. Weird Boy in play for Tekesh. See him on the left of your screen there. Great for dealing with blobs of infantry. Wraith Guard. Yeah, can't do much when the sluggers get in. Got some very powerful cannons, but they're weak in melee. Need, well, they've got heavy gauge. Oh, they're just going double Wraith Guard. They do have grenades. They may need a more like reliable way to stop those sluggers getting in. Could use like the entangling web or a shuriken. Maybe they'll just brute force it with double Wraith Guard and try to keep them separated. Witchblade of Kurnus with Ethereal Slash there. And Storm Boys wipe. Tank Busters now, big threat to the Falcon. Need to have a plan for those things. Looks like the plan is run the Farseer at them so they can't fire those rocket launchers. Warboss having a word though. With his chain axe. Grenade. Forces off the shooters. Good pressure here from the Eldar. Coming out swinging in tier 2 with that Falcon. These guys can't really threaten the Falcon that much. There's distortion field on the Banshees from the Warlock's global bar. Having to get back into the Falcon though. But now the Falcon can shoot at Orks at its leisure. The Banshees can get out and then reinforce off the Falcon, although it's not going to heal them up, only reinforce their models. Grenade. Mistimed or misplaced. Take your pick. I think they were trying to aim at the shooter boys there. Or maybe it was just really early for those sluggers. They got the VP though. Up in the northeast. That was a warp vomit from the Weird Boy. Double Wraith Guard. Big threat to this infantry, but they're being tied up here. I don't know how they missed. Those Wraith Guard completely missed the Warboss, unless that was a manually aimed shot there. But I think they were trying to shoot the Warboss and suppress him so the other Wraith Guard could leave, but they missed it. Here's a power bash though from Sneaky Gatts sprinting up here, and there is a Seer Council. That's why they rushed tier 3 to get these guys on the field, and they should be pretty awesome here, I think. A squad of Warlocks with power melee Witchblades that leap on you and buff surrounding infantry and themselves. You see that blue aura there? That's 15% range damage resistance. I think some Guardians just wiped for Gatts, but now they have some scary melee. Oh, did I speak too soon? Are the Banshees going to wipe here? Are they far enough away? They're still being chased. The Seer Council would be fine. The Banshees were not fine. That's what I get for building up that little melee force there. They still have the Seer Council. And VagrantTable still has Banshees, and now they have the aspect of strength. And the Warlock is a huge threat, of course, with the Ethereal Slash. Don't have the energy to use it right now. 380 to 278. Eldar getting a triple cap all of a sudden. Look at this. Look how red the map looks now. Falcon making a massive difference in the south. Been used well so far by Vagrant. Rangers taking point here. Get some early shots. Might need to... Oh, they just retreated. I thought they'd just shoot and move. Falcon not overstaying its welcome. Got a couple of bash gens and then moves away. Back up in the northeast. Can the Wraith Guard get this done? No suppression there. Did they even hit? I don't think they hit. Wraith Cannons aren't great at hitting moving targets like that. Oh, they do have a shuriken now, though. That should really help. Just couldn't quite get to the front line in time there. There you see Shoot 'em Good on the Warp Spider Exarch. Also a boss pole and, of course, friendly fire from the Weird Boy. It's not an Orc game without Weird Boy friendly fire. Banshees yelling, eating a stomp. There's a cheeky webway gate down here. The shooters will spot it. So they've got their knob leaders that can spot things. They're going to get close though. I don't know if they're aware of this already because they saw something get out of it or something. Seer Council ripping stuff up there. Look at that. And a time field and a gravity blade levitation field. Farseer doing a lot of work here now. They have some great tools to use. Both time field and levitation blade. Levitation field rather. What is this? That's some Guardians eating Weird Boy shots. Warboss just hanging out. Sluggers. Oh, there's Ard Boys on the Sluggers from the Warboss's global bar, but they do not use it to push. Yeah, I think they saw the Shuriken maybe. Pain Boy still around, of course. That stronger Git source. They are just brute forcing through the Wraith Cannons. The boss pole makes them much more difficult to suppress. I thought they took volleys from both of them there. I thought that would have been enough, but I guess not. Warp Spider Exarch with Enhanced Warp Jump Generator and Anti-Grav Grenades. These things can be amazing. Completely disables infantry and lifts them into the air, kind of like the Levitation Field, I guess, is a flank from Gatts. Seer Council very good at flanks. And she can put guide on them, of course, the Farseer. There's some Daka. There's a Warp Vomit. Hits some of the Seer Council. And all the Orcs run. Farseer gets on the VP. Sluggers also run. Nothing really goes after them though. And look at this pressure being kept up down here by VagrantTable. They're leaving it now though. Not sure why they're leaving it. Oh, they're going after the battle wagon. Do they have something in here? They don't have an anti... Oh, I guess they got the Banshees in there. But yeah, they're really trying to hunt down that battle wagon. You can see the Falcon now has its energy field. The Falcon does have some anti-vehicle weapons on it. 27 hit points of vehicle armor though. And the Banshees aren't even getting out. Oh, the Banshees are right here. There's a Fire Prism up now for Gatts, and more on the way. One from VagrantTable and another from Gatts. 207 to 278. Eldar have given up their natural VP for this though. Battle wagon on a rampage. Here come a bunch of Orks. There's a Rocks. Fire Prism in a really bad spot. Couldn't go back because of the rocks and goes down trying to get forward. That was one of Gatts' Fire Prisms, I believe. They do have another one. They shoot them good again. Falcon continues to be awesome. I hear Banshees yelling. Here they are, trying to get their natural VP back. They left it to go and try and get that battle wagon. And I don't think that was worth it. I think VagrantTable should have stayed down here with the Falcon. Warlock goes down. Sluggers have got the other side of the Guardians here. Warboss also in there. What's he got, this Warboss? He's got spiky armor. Those Guardians, oh, they do make it out. The Exarch gets away. Fire Prism disrupting them. And the Sluggers ran. Orks now with a triple cap. 201 to 224. Eldar are kind of reeling now. Orks have big armies. Battle wagon super damaged, but it's survived it. It's all the way back in the Orky bases now, so it's nice and safe. Grenades and suppression. Oh, anti-grav grenade. Great tool to have against a Nob Squad. Look at that. Imagine if there was Banshees or Seer Council in there smacking them, slashing them up. Warp Spiders coming out now for Gatts. Fire Prism for Thorinc. I'm pretty sure that's a C. Nob Squad do have their hammers. Oh, they have everything. Fully upgraded Nob Squad. Super expensive and super dangerous. Commandos on the way now for Tekesh. Eldar trying to get themselves back out onto the map. Lost a lot of ground going after that battle wagon in the north. See a council trying to steal this power. Warp Spider gets on the natural VP. Can maybe get a decap. Weird Boy might just knock them off it though. Oh, look at this. They don't know what's here. They may think there's a bunch of Eldar here. It's only the Warp Spider. Tank Buster Barrage. Stop with the decap. Barely. And the Warp Spider teleports out. Didn't retreat though. Still the webway down. Oh, it's a new webway coming up down here. Up in the northeast. Can the Eldar stop the Nob Squad rampaging through? They have double fire prisms, is a good way to keep them disrupted. Like that. Falcon taking point. Now backs off. Wraithguard getting some good hits now. Look at that. There's Swampum from the Sluggers. Yeah, gun line of Eldar vehicles doing some good work. Here's some sneaky commandos though. And those fellas have a rocket launcher with their Nobita. I hear a time field somewhere. It was there, I think. Warp Spiders doing their teleporty thing, and there's that anti-grav grenade from the Exarch. Oh no, it's not. That was the levitation field. Gonna say that Warp Spiders awfully far away to have thrown that anti-grav grenade. That was the Farseer up to her tricks. Level 6. Now running away. The Warboss is angry. He's got a power claw. Well, he's always angry, but now has a power claw. Seer Council, are you okay, fellas? I think they're okay. They have over 300 hit points. I don't see anything in their retreat path. Battle Wagon causing mayhem as usual. Which is mainly what it's used for, it seems. Not really to shoot things. Just drive around like a lunatic and bounce up and down and occasionally run things over. Maybe sometimes they'll shoot something too. Oh wow, Tank Buster's getting a massive hit on the Falcon. Down it goes. Oh, it's double Tank Busters. I was going to say that was insane for a single Tank Buster squad. 179, 120. Battle Wagon on the rampage again. I mean, this is how you use them. Don't let these things be still if you can help it. Another fire prism goes down. Now it's running over Wraithguard. 168 to 120. Double Warp Spiders now for Gatts. There's some ethereal slash action. And we have a warp throw in. Slugger disembark and almost kill some Guardians. Is it time to just drop those Guardians, do you think? I mean, if they can hit those grenades, they're super useful still. Down goes another fire prism. And I think this one's also done for. Yeah. So much for that gun line of Eldar vehicles I was talking about. Thorinc still has one. So does Gatts, and there's another on the way. They seem to be putting faith into these fire prisms. Keep them at maximum range, they are amazing. But can you when it's a battle wagon? Oh, here we go. I think they're going to get it down. They do get it down. There was a haywire grenade in there, I believe. Is Finale just going to get another one? And there's some Gretchens in there too. Is it Repair Crew? Yeah, Repair Crew Gretchens. What is that? Singularity? I don't know what that was. Maybe it was, and they moved. D-Cannon does get away. Banshee's going after the Warboss, but it's got that spiky armor. Just really painful for them to attack him, as you can see there. They still get him down? Yes, they do. Well done, Banshees. Now they go after the other guy who does not have spiky armor, does have heavy armor. That was a really good little piece of play from Howling Banshees. 108 to 120. Webway down here. Warp Spider Exarch uses it, then teleports to get straight onto the VP. And chuck the anti-grav. Doesn't hit the sluggers though. Which is what they wanted to do, I think. That's the fleet. Back up to the northeast. Looks like it's going to turn blue for the Orks. Seer Council on the way for VagrantTable. Thorinc does have double fire prisms up still. How many? I think there's only one Commander squad. There's 4 tank busters, and a Nob squad, and a power claw. Oh, and a beamy death gun, and another power claw. There's a lot of anti-vehicle they can bring to bear against those fire prisms. You need to be really on your toes with their micro, keeping them at long range. Warp Spiders teleporting. And trying to take on... No, they don't get him. Tried to get another model off those guys. Good grenade on those sluggers there. Banshees to mop them up. And that is a D-cannon shot, I think. Where is it? Oh, it's down there. Can they get this VP capped? Tank Buster Barrage says no. Double Tank Buster Barrage, actually. 108 to 111. One of the fire prisms is already quite heavily damaged. Thorinc doesn't have a way to repair it. Nob Squad pop their frenzy to ignore this suppression. Can't ignore being knocked over though. Fire Prism's doing a good job so far, but it was all pushed back. Eldar have both the naturals. 103 to 111 is very close. It is very close. Guardians on the way for Thorinc to repair. VagrantTable could maybe do some repairing, but they are on this VP down here. Warp Vomit is dodged. On the way again, says Finale. Oh, Battle Wagon on the way again. That's what they said. Tried to assassinate a weird boy there with some Seer Council and double Warp Spiders. Nice idea, but he gets away. Chop, chop, chop from the Seer Council. What level are these guys? Level 2. Done well so far. Now they can get onto this Warboss and take him down. Down he goes. More barraging, but they are locking down this VP for now. Farseer level 7 sprinting in. There's the time field. Can't attack while you're in it, and it slows you down. Sluggers make it out. 65 to 111. Another Fire Prism on the way, this time for VagrantTable. What is this? That's a Wraith Guard trying to fight a Warboss in melee. It's not going to work out. Both the Fire Prisms still up though. Warps for Exarch just teleports behind all the stuff to try and go for the VP. Weird Boy also does some anti-vehicle damage with that attack of his. Warboss getting knocked around. Warp Spider Exarch. Where's he hidden? Oh no, he's gone. He's down. Thought it was being decapped or just going back. Rangers are exploded. Looted tank will do that. Reinforced plating on the way. Gatts having a rough time. They were really highly pressuring that VP, and they lost a bunch of stuff doing it. But an Avatar's on the way, and they still have these squads to reinforce. Although, can they reinforce them? It's a lot to reinforce there. Sluggers dropped off by the Battle Wagon. Battle Wagon number 2 of Finale, decapping the VP. Looted tank versus D-cannon, which does get away. That's VagrantTables. They probably weren't watching down here. Guardians on the cap northeast. Double Wraith Guard continue to be a big threat, and they have got a bunch of XP, so they have done some work. There's Wraith Bone as well. Guardians will get it. Oh, GG indeed. Eldar did it with a double cap at the end. Awesome game. Wasn't even paying attention to the VPs. Well done, the Eldar. Had some setbacks. Kept going, kept trying to stay mobile. Awesome pressure by Gatts and VagrantTable at the bottom of the map. Here. Let's look at these heroes. Tekesh with the level 5 Warboss. Finale's Mekboy down at the end, level 4. It's like a Death Gun, but they also had the Beamy, I think. Warboss of Panda is level 4. The Warp Spider Exarch, level 3. A level 5 Warlock, and that Farseer, level 9. There you have it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Big thanks to these players for playing us a faction war. And I'll see you guys next time.